Barcelona enters the race for Victor Gyökeres. Can the Arsenal striker return to La Liga? Here we go. Sergio Busquets returns to Barcelona as a new assistant coach. Rodri, ready to undergo his medical examination. After landing on Monday, Rodri arrived at Barcelona's training ground on Tuesday ready to undergo his medical tests before completing his move. But before we get into all the details, remember to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. It's free and quick. FC Barcelona hopes to have the midfielder training with the team this week. His arrival in Barcelona accelerated the final steps of the process and, on Tuesday, he is expected to undergo the corresponding medical examinations. The player arrived early at the Blaugrana facilities, accompanied by a trusted person. The expectation is that the signing could take place later this Tuesday, while the club prepares the official announcement. Meanwhile, Barcelona would also be keeping an eye on the attacking market and has reportedly set its sights on Victor Gyökeres. The Swedish striker, currently at Arsenal and valued at around €65 million, has emerged as a possible option to strengthen the Blaugrana attack. Here we go. Sergio Busquets returns to Barcelona. Sergio Busquets returns to FC Barcelona, but this time with a new mission, to begin his coaching career. The legendary midfielder will work as an assistant coach for Barça Athletic alongside Juliano Belletti, while continuing the necessary process to obtain his coaching license. Here we go. Busquets is coming home. The former player is beginning a new chapter at the club that shaped his career, now from a completely different position. His experience as a defensive midfielder, tactical intelligence, and ability to read spaces could become fundamental tools in helping Barcelona B's young footballers. Busquets will now have to bring to the bench everything he did for years on the pitch, reading the tempo of the game, finding passing lanes, organizing the team, and understanding every movement before anyone else. Alongside Belletti, he will have direct contact with players who dream of reaching the first team. It will be an opportunity to pass on not only football knowledge, but also an understanding of what it means to wear the Blaugrana shirt. His adventure as a coach has only just begun, but expectations are enormous. From today, we can start calling him Coach Busquets. Barcelona enters the race for Victor Gyökeres. The transfer market is beginning to heat up, and Victor Gyökeres' name has reportedly appeared on Barcelona's plans. The Swedish striker, who currently plays for Arsenal, is said to be under consideration by the Catalan club as a possible solution to strengthen its attack. Gyökeres has become one of the most prominent strikers in European football thanks to his physical power, speed, ability to attack spaces, and knack for finding the back of the net. Now, Barcelona would be assessing whether there is a realistic possibility of bringing him back to Spain. The main obstacle would be financial. With a valuation close to €65 million, the deal would require a significant effort from the Blaugrana club. Arsenal, moreover, would have little reason to facilitate the departure of an attacker considered important to their project. However, if the player were open to changing projects and the English club agreed to negotiate, Barcelona could try to find a formula that would make the operation possible. Could Gyökeres return to La Liga? The Swede's return to Spanish football would be one of the biggest stories of the transfer market. At Barcelona, he could offer a different alternative thanks to his physicality, movement, pressing, and ability to attack space behind the defense. His presence would also give the team a striker capable of competing in tight matches, especially when opponents reduce the available space and force Barcelona to look for more direct solutions. For now, there is no finalized agreement, and the interest should be understood as a possibility within the transfer market. But the question is already on the table. Will Victor Gyökeres leave Arsenal for around €65 million to return to La Liga and wear the Barcelona shirt?